Okay, now that the muscle spasms have stopped, I can do this. This is a video response to CourtneyPants' video called My Eating Disorder. Hi, Courtney. I'm Fallon. Um, my YouTube name is Singing with Celine. The reason that is because I really, literally couldn't think of a YouTube name. And I was singing along with a Celine Dion CD. So there you go. And I'm a singer, so it works. Um, but my name is Fallon. I have an ED too. I have Ednos. And I just wanted to tell you that I am so, so proud of you for publicly speaking about it and being so open about it. I know that for me personally, it didn't really come about in a YouTube video, but I had taken a, an at-home writing course. If you ever look at my Tumblr, you'll find out I'm a writer, and it's my job is actually freelance writing. But I had taken an in-home, one of those like through the mail courses for getting published, and one of my assignments was to write a 1,000 word article for my audience. My sorry, the webcam lagged on a weird face. Um, for my audience for the purposes of that class was teenage girls, and I had just gotten diagnosed with Ednos in July of 2010. Yes, July of 2010. So I decided I wanted to write that article. I felt really, really good writing it and editing it and all of that. But then she wrote me back and she was like, Fallon, this needs to be like published. Like, this is fabulous. And then like I got really, really excited, but then the excitement wore off, and then I was like, ew. Like, this isn't like a poem or anything. This is like, it's not a short story. It's not something I made up. It's me. It's my struggle with an eating disorder. It's my, sorry, what came blank again. It's my, it's my struggle. It's my story. It's other people's stories, because I had asked people in my support group who I told them they would remain anonymous, or that I would at least change their names. Um, excuse me. I had asked a lot of the girls in there um, to uh, talk about their experience with Ednos and how it started, because that was one thing that at the time there wasn't a lot of research on how an unspecified eating disorder starts. So I asked them about it. And so it was my story, it was their story, it was a lot of research, a lot of reading, a lot of mental health, psychology stuff. I was just like, ew. And but then in the end, I decided to go ahead with it, because I thought, God is doing something here. He's doing something with this, and he's called me into psychology, because at that point I was feeling like I'm a musician, as you'll find out if you watch my videos. But so my major had been music education, but at that point in my life I was feeling very pulled away from that. I hadn't lost my passion for music. I just felt called to do something else. I felt called to do something of a higher purpose. Not that music isn't important at all. It's vital to education. But I felt called to help people like me, people who had struggled with eating disorders, people who were disabled, people who have been through a serious trauma in their lives. So I went ahead with it, and it was scary. I didn't know what my professor was going to think of me, because I took it to my psych professor and my English professor to make sure that it was all, like grammatically and psychologically relevant and correct. So I took it to them. I didn't know what they were going to think of me. I took it to a couple of my new friends at my new school at the time. I didn't know what they were going to think of me. I thought, maybe they would think that was weird, or that I was making it up because I'm heavier. But they didn't think any of that. And from the looks of the comments in your video that you did, it doesn't look like anyone else who commented on your video thought that, or thought that you didn't have a right to talk about it. It seems like the responses that you got, and both you and I both got, I'm sorry, I worded that weird. It seems like the responses that you and I both got were overwhelmingly positive. So Courtney, just keep going, honey. Just keep trying. When you fail, and you will, you'll fall down. But the only real failure is not getting back up. The only real failure is deciding you're not going to try anymore. And you're worth it to try. I'm subscribed to your channel. I was actually on Katie's channel, and that's how I found that video. So thank you so much for doing this, and thank you. And I am so proud of you for doing that. You'll be surprised the amount of people that will come up to you and want your help and want to talk to you now that they know that you get it. That's why I want to be a therapist, because I am disabled. I've been through trauma, and I have an eating disorder. So I know I've recovered, and I know that God can do something like that with you too. I know, I know that I'm going to be a good therapist. I didn't mean to say that I've recovered or that I've arrived earlier. I didn't mean to say that. I meant to say that I am recovering. But I know that I'll be able to tell my patients that, that I've recovered, and that they can too when I finally do become a therapist. So don't think that this battle's all in vain. God's going to do something with it. Okay? Feel free to follow me on Twitter at @SingingPoet. I have a recovery blog, Breaking the Silence of Ednos, on Tumblr. I also have a recovery blog, or I'm sorry, not a recovery blog, a personal blog, Jesus Love Music, on Tumblr. Katie's actually following me. And FYI, I think she's technically is the internet's therapist already. I just don't think it's official. I don't think there's like a banner that says like YouTube has a therapist, but I think they already do. It's just not been announced. So I hope to get to know you better, and I just wanted to let you know that I'm so proud of you. Bye, Courtney.